Alrighty then. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well, and welcome to the channel. Alright, what we got going on is, what I have here is a capacitor. So I've done a little bit of work on the HVAC here, and it's just been going, it's been an ongoing I like to say maybe shenanigans with this HVAC. It's an older unit. It's a Tempstar, 15 years. Now, before I talk a little bit about the capacitor and the blower motor is not working, which is the feeds the air inside the house. And I'll show you what I did, what I got going on. So we may have to replace the blower motor. Little disclaimer, I am not an HVAC expert or a service guy. I am working on my unit at my house, and I have a brother that's a HVAC guy, service and installer, and he's been doing it for 20-30 years now. So through his advice and a little bit of testing and checking things out, we already had the compressor went out on it, the induction motor. There's some things I'll point out, some things to look out, and kind of like do a kind of a checklist or whatever to go through. So that's what we're going to do today, and I'm leaning towards that the blower motor is bad. I replaced the capacitor, and this is the old capacitor, and so you got to be careful with these things. You got to discharge them and everything before you start messing around with these capacitors, because they hold a charge and they can shock you pretty good. Anyway, so let's see if we can go out there and take a look at it and maybe replace the blower motor that's not blowing the air inside the house. So let me get set up, let me grab some tools, and I'll show you what I got here. And let's take a look at that HVAC that continues to ask for parts, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so first thing we're going to grab is one of these things. So a kneeler, or you can use knee pads. I have knee pads there. But anyway, let me get some tools together and go over there. Let's open this up. The mosquitoes over here are crazy. I got to get some bug spray. The traffic and the mosquitoes. Can't wait for the cooler weather so we don't have to deal with the mosquitoes. I'm getting bit. Let me just, for now, shut it down, and then we're going to open up this panel. Like I said before, a little disclaimer, I'm not an HVAC guy, but you have to be careful. There is I think it's a 220 current going in here, and some at 110. So be on the safe side. You always shut your breaker off, shut it off on the inside, and I have a little tester that you can test to make sure that you don't have any power. Okay, so another thing that I found out with this unit is it doesn't have the safety switch on it. I didn't see it. Doesn't have it here. It doesn't have it here. So I don't know what the deal is. But here's our blower motor, and here's the capacitor that I changed. Now I shut the power down, and just to make sure, this is how you kind of discharge your capacitor, because it holds a charge and it will give you a good shock. Dangerous. So that capacitor is incapacitated. Okay, so there's our blower motor, and I'm thinking that it should slide out, but we have this in a way, we have this in a way, so it's going to be a little tricky. So first thing that I want to do is I'm going to take pictures, and I'm going to take a picture exactly, and then we have here 2 wires. Oh, remember I said, let's check. There's no power. Okay, so we have no power, and let's take some pictures. Okay, got 2 pictures, and we're gonna see what's up with these wires. I'm hoping that we can plug it, we can remove the motor and plug in the new with these wires. So in order to get your blower motor replaced, we have to pull this one out and match the numbers, because it's an older unit and I don't think they make that same motor anymore, but they have, which I'm pretty sure that they have compatible motors with the model number and stuff. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna kick this on, and we're gonna go inside. I'm gonna get a flashlight. Got a flashlight here, and so our unit is off. You have heat and cool. Now I tried them both, the cool and the heat, and it does send a signal. It calls for heat and it calls for air. The fan is on auto. Since we have the power on, let's turn the fan on and see if anything happens, if we hear anything. I don't hear anything at all. It should be pulling air, and the fan should be coming on. So there's nothing coming on. We changed the capacitor. Let's check our filter. Filter is pretty new. Change that. Now, see, that blower motor should be sucking in air and blowing air inside the house. So let's put it back on auto. And now we're going to call for AC. Did you hear it? It's done at 69. It's fine. All right, now let's go back outside. There we go. The compressor is running. I mean, the air conditioner is running. We got the air coming out, and we call for cool air. But now this down here should have, that blower fan should have came on, and it's not. We changed the capacitor. Now this is a dual capacitors. Those two connections there are for the compressor, which is running, and the one connection there is for the fan. Let's take a look and see if that fan is spinning. It turns, but very, very slow and sluggish. Now I'm going to shut this off. Okay, we killed the power on it. And there's our fan. Now, just to play it safe, make sure that our power's off. Nothing's on. Nothing's on. Now, the next thing that you want to do is we're going to get in here. I'm going to lay down. I'm going to lay down on this my little kneeling pad here, and we're going to spin. We're going to spin this blower. What they call it, a squirrel cage. Okay, hopefully we'll capture. Now it does move. I checked it, it does move. So let's see what we got going on there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna go in, spin it. It spins really slow, and it's hard to spin. So I'm thinking that it's not making any noise. I really think that this blower motor is just tired. Over 15 years old. Everything else has been running pretty good. So we're gonna pull it out. Hang in there. All right, let me put some gloves on. We're gonna get dirty. We're gonna get dirty. We're gonna get down and dirty. Dirty deets, done dirty. Dirty deets, done dirty. Let's go. Easy. 1, 2. This here is blower. It's going to be kind of like the blower motor in your car. There's that puts heat in for the air inside the car. So basically, that's a good explanation. We're putting comparison of what this does. It just blows air inside the house. So, we got that. And should be able to get tonight. How bad is that? How bad is that? Right. Let's get it. Let's get this one. Let me get the 13 out of the way. And let's prepare. Let's get this one. And I think I'm going to motor strap. When I change it to the capacitor, you can use the other pulley strap to make it bigger. So it's too small. So that's why. So we're going to put it. So, get that. See if we can make you move. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We're hung up here. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, so the thing is that be careful with okay, so we have plugs. So here we go. Wires look like they're in a pretty good shape. Hey, that wasn't bad at all. It was pretty easy. So now we're going to take it, we're going to remove this motor, and we're going to get the 3 horsepower, and it's got some serial number, model number, and we're gonna replace the motor. Now, but I think I heard that sometimes you can take this cap off, this cap here, and there's some stuff in there that you can replace. But we're not going to go through all that. We're just going to put a brand new motor in it. Hopefully, if it's not too expensive. Yeah, they people tell me, why don't you just get a new dual or the AC heating package? I'm like, well, I don't have 10 grand, $10,000 or more for a new unit. So, and this unit's been running pretty good. Yeah, you know, some parts go on it, but okay, so this is what we got. Motor's out. Throw some safety glasses on. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? A little bit of that. Alright, so now we did a little bit of brake cleaner. And now throw a little PB blaster in there. Now we'll put this on lock, close it up so the kids don't mess with it. And now we have to open this up. Whoa. Okay. Did we loosen it? Yes, we did. So we're going to loosen that. Okay. That's already loosened out. It's a number 8. Let's see what the other ones are. Flip this back around. You're going to have to watch your ears for a minute because loud noise. Look what I got here, guys. So when you go to Harbor Freight, and you buy some tools and stuff or whatnot, sometimes they give you these for free. It's magnetic. And the bolt right on there. So okay. Alright, let's get the other ones. Washer. Okay, make sure we keep the washers with bolt, washer and bolt, and what am I missing here? Okay, come right on that. So that stays there. Okay, so now, I'm going to go this. We're going to get out of this working here. Apparently, it's not with these. Okay, so when he goes, like the motor before you release that. So let's see. Hang in there, grab it. And bang it out. Alright, there's the easy way and the hard way. Let me go get the drill. We're going to take this cover off. No big deal, but you have to make sure that you don't bend it upward. You're trying to land everything back up to the wall. You want to. With this bolt here, with this bracket here, you can't get with your, unless you do something like this. Nope. Boy, I bet you those HVAC guys probably throwing everything at the TV. Boot, shoes, cat, the dog. What is this guy doing? So if you have no experience with this stuff here, then call a service guy. Now we can take this cover off. See? Here we go. Now let's get everything out of the way. So what we have now is we have to remove the motor from the squirrel cage. Alright, let's see what we got here. So here's the problem. I got a mosquito problem over here. Really bad. I got a mosquito problem. Probably got half my head. So half the battle. You see how it kind of rotates and stops? It wouldn't be long before it started making noise, but it just doesn't run. Bigger hammer. Got it. Alright guys, finally got it. Took a lot of persuasion. I want you to listen to this. I don't know if you can hear it, but so I'm thinking that we made a wise decision to just replace the motor, and I happen to have the motor. So they look exactly the same. Get this out of the way. That's going to match with our flat spot. Okay. Pouring out. Good time for a coffee break, huh? Okay, let's see what we got going on over here. Why didn't I think of this before? There's no room. Okay, move along, move along. Put this here, maybe this on this side. But we are very good. I just got to tighten that up. But I want to see. And that's in the way of the plug. All right. We're really close. I'm going to call it good with a couple of adjustments. So let me adjust it, and if it stops raining, which it looks like it has, we're going to be ready to install this thing. I got to make sure it's balanced and whatnot. Oh gosh, she's in there. Yeah, let's see. Moment of truth. Let's see if we get some AC in the house. I didn't turn the camera on. I thought I had it on. I thought I had the camera on. But anyway, we got it. She's running. Blower fan is working. And super happy that worked out. So now we should be getting air inside the house. And anyway, I'm glad to be back doing some videoing. And yeah, hit that like button, subscribe if you want. And I will see you pulling air. It's at, you know, you can see it with the glare, but 72, but we want to see, yeah, this is what we want to see. The curtain's moving. We have air. See the curtain moving? So we can disconnect this bad boy. This is just an emergency backup. Oh yeah. We're back online. I'm super happy. So yeah, thanks for watching. And see you on the next job. And have a blessed day.